Hey, what's going on YouTube? How's it going? Hopefully your guys' day is going well today. We're going to go ahead and do a question and answer today. I've gathered some questions I've got on social media like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I've only got about 4 of them, but we're going to do a total of 10, and the other ones are going to be composed of questions I get all the time in the gym, outside, and people who are new to lifting. I'm Mikolajczak. Welcome to Mikolajczak Fitness. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Look, mama, I made it to Forbes.
Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and read off this kind of little list I got here. It's just composing of 10 questions, and these are the questions I get the most often. Let that refocus. There we go, cool. So, today, I'm wearing a hat because my hair was completely crazy. It's just really bad hair day, even though it sounds really girlish, but it's true. And I never wear hats because I break out on my forehead. That was not one of the questions. I want to go ahead and just say that though. Okay, so the first question of the day today is going to be, how did you get into fitness? Story short, I have a video actually on my YouTube explaining this. In about 8th grade, I did a program called Insanity. Essentially, I did 2 rounds of this program called Insanity. It's like a cardio-based program. I lost a bunch of weight. My sophomore year of high school, I really wanted to get a lot more bigger, put on muscle, so I decided to get into weightlifting. And yeah, that's really it, to be honest with you guys. My whole entire life, I was overweight, had high cholesterol at the age of 13 years old. And when I first started, I believe I was around 210, 215 pounds, roughly speaking. And then I dieted down all the way to about 140-ish. So yeah, it was a huge, dramatic weight drop, but definitely got me into fitness. And since then, the first ever day stepping into the weight room, I absolutely fell in love with it. And since then, I've never lost passion. I've never lost motivation. Of course, there are some days that, are a little bit harder to get into the gym, but the motivation's always been there, and I know it's something going to do till the day I die. So hopefully we can work out till we're about 75 years old. I'll be in my wheelchair, doing some bicep curls, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Definitely excited for the future for my fitness career. So another question I get a lot is, what are your YouTube goals? Why did you start a YouTube channel? It's very plain and simple and basic. Is to motivate people and give advice that I wish I knew when I was younger, and basically kind of share my life with everyone. A good way to get your name out in the fitness industry is to create basically YouTube and make videos so people get to know you. A lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna create a YouTube channel, I'll make millions of dollars off it, make a bunch of money, become successful and famous. Yes, that would be cool in the future if that were to happen, but honestly, I've explained this in so many different videos, but there's just something about filming on this camera on my RX 100 Mark IV that I just love, and I love the whole process of editing videos. It gives me something to do. Now I'm in community college. I do have a lot of friends here, but I would say this is like my main passion is YouTube and lifting, because if I can share the advice that's worked so well for me with other people, just like that feeling you get, because I've helped a lot of people with their fitness goals, that feeling you get when someone else gets results and they say thank you, I can't explain it. My goal by probably a year or 2 from now is when I want to be working out in the gym, someone comes up to me and explains their story about how I help change their lives through my videos and YouTube. That is the #1 reason why I started YouTube. So question number 3 is going to be, how can you, the person, the viewer, put on some size? Very simple, yet complex, yet hardworking thing. It's literally a matter of being in a caloric surplus and being able to basically break down the muscle fibers and go into hypertrophy and being able to break them down, rebuild them, do progressive overload, which is basically if I can bench 135 pounds for 10 reps, in a month, I want to be able to do that for 12 to 15. And if I can do it for over 12 reps, then I'll put it up to 150 pounds for 10 reps, and so on and so forth. Basically, doing progressive overload will help you not only with strength, but with muscle gains as well. I feel like that a lot of people, I've talked about this in my last video, is people overcomplicate things. And to be honest with you guys, if you're new and you want to get into the fitness industry, the life, the style, everything like that, first thing first is look in the mirror, say, do I think I want to lose some fat? First cut, and then do a lean bulk. So being in a small caloric surplus, you don't have to necessarily track everything. If you don't want to, then maybe it comes along in 6 months to a year after you first start. But my best advice is to simply just start eating a little bit more. Eat more chicken and rice, making sure you're getting in your adequate amount of protein. I know a lot of people, when they first start working out, they don't want to track anything, and that's completely fine. You don't necessarily have to. It will help in the long run, but in the beginning, I usually tell people to get 2 to 3 scoops of protein a day and then try to have protein with every single meal, whether it's chicken or beef or fish or something along those lines, and making sure you're getting an adequate amount of calories in your day as well. If you do that, Go to the gym. Consistency is like the #1 thing. So if you go there, you know, I would say 5 days a week, 4 days a week to start off with, and basically stick with it. Over time, you will see results. I see a lot of people go in the gym, you know, they don't focus on those tips and advice, and they wait 6 months, they don't see results, and then they quit altogether because they get mad. Guys, listen, it takes time. Everyone knows that. It takes a lot of time to put on muscle, and just stay consistent and the results will come. So for number 4 here, will you ever do powerlifting? That's a question I've gotten a lot because a lot of people who know me and see me go into my gym never really see me do powerlifting. I've had a couple people ask me this, and it's something that my next bulk, so probably starting in, I want to say July-ish, right around there, I'm going to be doing power building. I find a lot of people, basically my friend Peter, he's really into powerlifting, so I'm going to take a lot of advice from him, and it's worked very well for him. Basically my compound movements and a couple other movements will be based on power lifting, and then my accessory work is going to be hypertrophy and building muscle. So I definitely next bulk want to focus on a lot of strength and just doing the lower reps and creating a program based on percentages that I can basically help myself and put on strength and then size overall as well. So I'm definitely excited to get into powerlifting next bulk, and I'll bring you guys obviously along for the journey. Another one that people ask me a lot is how long have you been lifting for? For about 3 years now. When I first started, I was about 140-ish pounds, like 100, but let's just say between 130 and 145 roughly, somewhere in that range. It was after I lost all the weight, and I obviously wasn't eating enough, but I really didn't know that at the time. After that, I stepped foot in the gym. I talked to a personal trainer, and after I just started lifting weights and not really knowing how I was doing it all, something just clicked with me, to be honest with you, and I've been continuing that for 3 years. I go anywhere between 6 to 7 days a week, depending if I need rest. If I listen to my body and it's aching or something like that, then I'll obviously take a rest day. But yeah, for basically 3 years consistently, and there hasn't been a day that I've lost motivation or lost passion for it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, so I would say about 3 years roughly. So another one I get a lot, because there's a lot of younger people in my gym. The age of my gym is about, I want to say 13 years old, you can start lifting in our gym, is advice for younger teens. So the previous video before this, go ahead and check it out. I made a video basically explaining all my advice, but to kind of give you guys a brief summary of it, basically just start lifting. Have consistency in it. Don't go for a whole week and then take 3 weeks off, or you know what I mean. Have consistency with it. You will see results over the time, and stick with it. I see a lot of people give up because they don't see results overnight. That's not how it works, guys. Muscle takes a long time to build, so stay consistent, eat a lot of food, and just have fun with it. Don't listen to other people. Take advice from others, but when people start criticizing you and saying bad things about it and everything like that, don't listen to that. Just put your headphones in and start lifting. This is one of my favorite ones, because when people ask me things, I ask, so where can I learn more about bodybuilding? I think it's a really good question. You can learn from so many different sources. I think the #1 place that I learned probably like 85% of my stuff is off YouTube, listening to other people's advice and going through their experience. There's a difference between actually experience and experimenting with things and actually working out and sharing that advice with other people. And there's another thing where you can learn about it, not do it, and then try telling other people that this is the way you should do it. I found most of my advice and the way that I progressed through YouTube, articles. I always was up late at night on school nights, reading articles about how I can progress in bodybuilding, make gains, lose fat, put on muscle, everything like that. So I'd always just, if I had a question, I'd type it in on Google or go to YouTube, and I know there's literally like a video for everything. So check out YouTube and the people who've already gone through the experience and can share their advice with you. Are you going to compete? So for those who are at my gym, they always, sometimes see me posing in the mirror, and they always ask, are you going to compete? And the answer to that is yes. In May, it's going to be between May and July, so it's a little bit touchy right now. These last 2 weeks I've been on my official prep, and things have been going excellent. But with that being said, the show is scheduled to be May 6th, and I've explained this in my video. If I don't feel like my body's up to date and ready to step on stage at 100% on May 6th, then I'm going to put it back to about June 9th and possibly towards the end of June, near July. So I haven't decided yet. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But for as of right now, we're shooting for May 6th. But if I feel like I need, an extra 3 weeks to really dial in, then I'm not going to do the May 6th show, and I'll do another show. And with that being said, I'll probably do I'm going to do physique, and then I might do a bodybuilding show because I've worked extremely hard on my legs. And for those of you who know, physique, you're wearing swim trunks and basically cover your legs and are right above your knees. So probably be doing 2 shows. There's a bunch of my friends are competing as well, so I'm definitely excited to go on the journey with them and compete with them and against them. Favorite cheat meal to have? Man, this is a hard one. I would probably have to say, probably gonna have to go with, I may get some hate for this because people say their pizza is bad, and I disagree. I'm gonna have to say a large stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut with like sausage, pepper, like loaded with everything on there. It is so good. I absolutely love pizza. And then the meal when I get off stage after my show, after these hard weeks of prep, I'll probably go to the Cheesecake Factory. It's kind of like a little bit of a fancy restaurant, and have their cheeseburger that's stuffed with macaroni. It's like baked macaroni, something like that. It's gonna be extremely good, so I'm definitely excited to get that as my cheat meal with fries and a milkshake probably. Last question of the day here is going to be favorite type of music. I literally listen to all types of music besides country. I don't have anything against country, but it's just not my favorite to work out to. But the 3 top ones are trap/EDM, and then heavy metal, and probably have to go with like rap, but like really good. I like the lyrics in rap. So, you know, I think J. Cole is probably one of my favorite. I'm not really a rap guy, but like Eminem, J. Cole, you know, kind of something like those classics, even though J. Cole's not really a classic. But Eminem, you know, I think he's really good as well. I'm not really, like I said, into rap. If anything, I would probably do like heavy metal and EDM. I love going to EDM concerts, and that's the type of music that really kind of has like a fast rhythm to it, and like gets me like pretty hyped up for the gym as well. I don't know. It's just something about it. I like it. I don't know. I have a lot of fun with it. Really, any type of music that really gets me pumped up, I'll listen to. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's first ever question and answer. There will definitely be more to come. If you guys have any questions, please comment them below so I can do a video based off you guys. Based off you. Yeah, so if you guys can basically, you know, ask questions, I'll be more than happy to shout you guys out and answer them for you guys in the next video. I'm definitely excited for this week's videos to come. We're probably gonna get some gym footage and everything like that. I'm really excited. I'm really gonna start basically upping the uploads and hopefully doing 6 videos a week. It's really hard right now with college, you know, 5 days a week, and then work 5 days a week, and just everything else going on. But I love doing this, so I'm gonna stick with it for sure. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next video.